Today, I'm going to be giving you a closer look at this new kitchen sink and microwave for my kitchen facelift. This is Mare Product Reviews. My husband and I have always wanted to redo our kitchen for some big reasons, like it feels like a condo-sized kitchen dropped inside a large kitchen. So let me tell you what I mean by that. We've got this dining room area in front of a window, and then we've got this L-shaped kitchen that you have to walk into that's pretty narrow, where all the appliances and things and cupboards are in there. And then behind that, we've got like a dance studio that could be a whole sitting room or dining room area. So with all that space, the kitchen area where the cupboards and appliances are is just really cut off. So it gets kind of crowded and uncomfortable when you've got 2 or 3 people back there trying to assist in cooking a meal, say at Thanksgiving, or when I'm trying to make dinner and my kids are running out trying to grab things, just kind of gets in the way. Well, the project that we want to do there is a little bit pricey, and we're not quite ready for that financially or for all the chaos of having our lives uprooted by our kitchen being redone. But this month, we decided to give our kitchen a little stainless steel facelift. It was easily within our budget to replace 2 appliances and really made a difference in the look of our kitchen. So, little backstory about our house. When we purchased our house, the previous owners had all white appliances, which isn't really our thing. We like stainless steel and black, but we decided they were all kind of older appliances, so we're gonna replace them over time. So the one appliance in the kitchen that we needed to bring in when we bought the house was a fridge, so we got a black fridge that we placed in there, and we moved it in the spring, and then come the fall time, we waited for Black Friday deals, and we decided that first Black Friday that we were going to replace the dishwasher and the oven. So we had a white dishwasher that was really an older model. It had prongs that were broken off. It needed replaced. In our previous home, we had just replaced the dishwasher. So I came from this brand new, awesome, efficient dishwasher to a really old dishwasher, and it was insanely loud. I could hear it running when I was in my bedroom on the other side of the house. So that was a must. That was on our list to replace first thing. So we put in a newer black and stainless steel dishwasher that looked nice and ran so much better. Also, our oven was a white oven and the door had some kind of problems. It was needing to be replaced, and we got one that had different features that we wanted in our oven, so we replaced that same year. So now we had a black fridge, a stainless steel and black oven, and a stainless steel and black dishwasher, and things were kind of matching more, but we had a couple of standouts that didn't quite fit in. Like our over-the-range microwave oven was white and looked a little weird with everything, but it was still working and functional. And then our sink was a white sink that's just split in the middle and not very deep, but it was really similar to the sink that I had before, so I wasn't too frustrated or annoyed with it. But for my birthday this year, I found this beautiful single stainless steel sink that was really deep and just one big unit and had a lot of features that I really loved. And for my birthday, my husband surprised me by buying me that sink from Costco, and it was awesome. It's kind of funny because my uncle came over and said, "Did you ever think when you were a kid that someday for your birthday you would be asking for a kitchen sink?" And no, when you're a kid, that's not the kind of present you want. But in your 30s, you're like, what do you want for your birthday? I want a really large, deep, functional kitchen sink, which shows you how much time I spend in the kitchen sink, even when you're not cooking. When you have kids, you just generate dishes. You can walk away, no one's been in there, no one's eaten, and there's dishes. So anyway, I've got a larger storage space for all those dishes to land now rather than on the countertop. So let me just show you this kitchen sink so you can see what's coming before we get into the other part of the kitchen makeover. This is a sink from Kohler, and it's a Cater kitchen sink kit. I got this whole thing from Costco, which was a screaming deal. I'll go into that more later also. I'm gonna show you that kitchen sink really shortly. Also, while we were replacing the kitchen sink, it happened to be Black Friday, and my husband found a stainless steel microwave that would actually match with everything in our kitchen, and he had been looking for years trying to replace that, but it was kind of hard because I was like, we really don't need another microwave. This microwave is still working just fine. Well, there were a lot of features that I didn't realize how inefficiently it was working until we replaced it with this microwave that you'll see in a second. Not only does it look, I can't believe how much better it looks to have a matching microwave in there, but also it has other features, and I find that it is defrosting, cooking, and doing everything with my food so much more evenly that I just didn't even realize that our older model microwave wasn't performing quite as well. So this microwave is just a game changer for the face of the kitchen, and it works so much better. This is the Overrange microwave that we went with from LG. I'll have links to this in my comments below. And it's got sensor cook technology, which actually works so well. Even just the sensor for reheating your plate of food does so perfectly. And for popping popcorn, I'm finding like maybe 5 kernels. Just usually I have like half a bag of kernels at the end, but this pops really thoroughly. Anyway, I digress. Let's show you before and after. Before, mismatched microwave, doesn't quite work. In between, looking sad and out of place without a microwave there. And matching microwave. It's so beautiful. I cannot even believe how much of a difference this makes having a matching microwave. And our old microwave went on to serve a family who could use it, so it's just a win-win. This really is easy clean. It wipes clean so easily. I love it. Now on to the sink portion of this kitchen facelift. Our sink for a long time sat in this box right here beside the couch, and my dog made it her own personal chew toy, so she had practically eaten half of the top of the box by the time we got started. This was just her at the beginning, but she was chewing on it for quite some time because it was actually a big project to get the sink replaced. What made this kind of time consuming was that we were going from a sink with 2 drains to a sink with a single drain. So we had to have the garbage disposal moved to the center, and we had to rework all of the plumbing in there to just have a single drain. It's before and after time. Here's our before, white sink, and our after. Look how big and large and deep that is. We don't even have the faucet on, but it looks amazing. Let's talk for a minute about the accessories that come with this sink kit from Costco, which was a huge savings. It comes with these 2 white trays, this larger one and then a smaller one, which I love. It makes everything so nice in the kitchen. You also have the catch-all tray at the bottom and a cutting board that fits right into the sink. It has grooves in it, so it actually sits inside of your sink, and you can slide it around from location to location in the sink, and it just makes everything really easy to dice things up, wash your cutting board, and set it out to dry. This sink really makes me feel efficient. You can just put that cutting board right there in the sink. I like to use the long white basket to put all my fruits and vegetables and things in there, and you can wash it and let it drain right there. And then while I'm chopping things up, I just scoop the waste right into the small white basket, and it makes it so easy. When I'm done, I just pick that up, take it to the trash can, and throw it away. I'm one that likes to have a little bin or container nearby, so while I'm creating a mess of things that need to go in the trash can, I like to put it directly into something and then take it and throw it away. So I feel like this is really convenient for me to cut up fresh fruits and vegetables and then just take that waste, throw it away, and it's so easy to wash everything down too. It's just right there, and for me, it just makes me feel efficient. It feels like it's easy to take care of things. I just simply need to wash things out, let them rinse and hang there, wash that cutting board and put it away, and I'm done. I'll be attaching in the comments below a link to Kohler sinks so you can find them like this. I definitely recommend watching for sales and sink kits that you can find at Costco, because I'm going to show you how much money I saved with all of this. So the accessories that I'm showing here that comes with it, the colander set, the sink rack, and this cutting board, those 3 things alone total $258 if you're going to buy those separately. I got my whole sink kit for $249.99. It was originally $299.99, but they had a $50 sale. I'm sorry that you missed the sale. It was a good one. I really love the tray that sits in here as well. So if you've got mess, all that food and stuff goes underneath that tray to the bottom of the sink, as you can see here. And then with the tray, anything just sits on top of it. So if I'm straining something or doing whatever, I don't feel like the things that I sit in the sink are like sitting into the mess in the food, and then you just lift that up and clean underneath. So I actually really like that, and it also makes less of a clatter sound because you're not hearing the base of the sink make noise every time you put something in it. Of course, naturally, you can expect your sink to be filled with dishes following any type of meal. I do love the huge sink size with this. I always felt like there's wasted space with two separate sinks, and I really do my main washing just with one side. So now I feel like I'm utilizing that entire space. It's much deeper than my old sink, so all of my dishes and pots and pans after a meal can sit in there until I've got time to sort them out. And it does encourage me to get to my dishes faster after a meal because I like my beautiful sink to look beautiful and empty at all times. Sometimes you don't need an entire remodel to feel better about a space. You can just kind of look at it, see what would fit in there better. I just feel like my kitchen is so much more cohesive now that everything matches, and there's so many things about my sink that are just way more functional, where I find it easier to do the dishes. So I'm always looking for ways to make things easier and more efficient so I don't feel burdened by things that I need to do, and I don't feel like I need to pile all the dishes because I don't have time for it. I just want to clear them out of there and keep the sink really clean and nice and move on about my day. You can find this particular microwave if you're interested on Amazon. I've got a link in the write-up below. I'll also have a link to the accessories for this particular sink, so if they work in the sink that you have now, you can buy all of those on the Kohler website. And this particular sink, you can search for a sink like this on Kohler, or you can wait for different things to be available on Costco like I did. While this didn't change the space problem of my kitchen area, sometimes a little bit of difference and change and matching a little bit more can make the space feel totally better and more functional. So if you can't quite do that huge renovation, perhaps you need just a little bit of a facelift, a little bit of a change. Even just adding knobs and handles to your cabinets can make such a huge difference in the kitchen. Thanks so much for joining me here today at Mare Product Reviews. This was kind of a different video for me, more of a large project rather than a single product review. You can check out my channel, hit the subscribe button if you want to see all the products that I will be reviewing coming up next time. And I would love to hear from you. How much do you love this sink?